The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
They sit to right field, and the Lady Dogs take the lead. Drag back down the line. She's going to be safe. Fly ball deep to left field. Back it goes toward the wall. It is a home run. Hit deep to left field. Back it goes to the wall. It is gone.
Lady Dog Softball on your hometown station, WGAA, the Big Double A. This is Cedartown High School Lady Dog Softball on the Big Double A, WGAA 1340 AM and now at 106.1 FM. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app. Let's head down to the field for today's action.
Mariah Westmore.
Welcome in, Cedartown High School Lady Dog softball fans. It is region matchup once again. Cedartown Lady Dogs on the road on this Tuesday afternoon, traveling to Cartersville to take on the Purple Hurricanes. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, 106.1 FM, AM 1340, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and the NFHS Network. Andrew, the Cedartown Lady Dogs come into this game 3-4 on the season. They won 2 straight, both of those non-region competitions, while Cartersville comes in a record of 11-2 and 5-0 in region play. They are, of course, first in the region and 6-0, in region play. They are first in the region. We are 6th in the region. And as of the 2026 rankings right now for Class 5A, you have Cartersville in the number 4 spot and Cedartown above that cut line in the number 26 spot.
Yeah, this is a tough team. The first time we saw Cartersville was the first region game of the season, if you might recall. It was a game that went into the 9th inning, and the Cedartown Lady Bulldogs fell in extras. Let's listen into the national anthem. The national anthem. As you were saying, Andrew, the last 2 times these teams met, it would go all the way into the 9th inning before Cartersville would explode in the top of the 9th to end up defeating the Lady Dogs by a final score of 10-2. And that was just a tough loss for this Lady Dog squad, as they had looked good all game long, and then all of a sudden extra innings came, and that caused problems for Cedartown. It did, Sam, and the Lady Bulldogs were matching Cartersville pitch for pitch, but this is a Cartersville team. Since then, they have gone on a rampage, devouring just about every team they come in contact with only 2 losses on the season. It's going to be a tough task for the Lady Bulldogs, who had a great week last week, took 2 out of 3 in their non-region games, and looked a lot better. One thing we're going to have to really pay attention to, Sam, tonight are the errors. Cedartown's errors are still averaging 3 or 4 errors a game, so the Lady Bulldogs have got to play as mistake-free as they can, very much like they did in the game against Cartersville earlier in the season. Of course, again, that was our first region game of the year and only our second game of the entire season. So this Lady Dogs team has been a bit more seasoned. Cartersville going to try to keep the ship going. Lady Bulldogs hoping to upset the mighty Lady Canes.
Shaylee Pittman's going to lead things off. She will be followed by Briley Holtze and Mary Grace Haney.
Number 3, Shaylee Pittman.
First 3 due up for the Lady Dogs. Cedartown wearing their road red uniforms with the black pinstripes. Cedartown in script and white across the front and matching white numbers. And here to tell you all about it, my good friend and broadcast partner, Mr. Andrew Carter.
Thank you, Sam. Ready to go here in this inning as the Lady Bulldogs
will try to get on the board early, and that first pitch misses low and in. Ball 1 to Shaylee Pittman.
Chloe Ramey will bat in the cleanup spot, followed by Mariah Westmoreland and Emmeline Waits. That's 4, 5, and 6 for you.
1-0 the count, and the pitch on the way is hit in the air down the right side and foul.
Rounding out the order, 7, 8, and 9 will be Tammy Barrett, Lexi Bennett, and Gracie Andrews.
1 ball, 1 strike your count.
Defensively for Cartersville, left to right is Tummins, Bradley, and Brock will get the infield after the pitch.
Swing and a miss. The rise ball, she couldn't get it. 1 and 2.
Williams, Banks, Harper, and Crenshaw, third to first around the horn. Crabb is in the center circle for the Canes, and Porter is behind the plate doing the catching duties.
Crabb deals, and it's another rise ball swung on a miss for strike 3. And that'll be out number 1 as Pittman is out number 1 on a strikeout.
Now batting number
0
13,
dealing
Riley
for
Colson.
Cartersville early on. We saw Crabb. I believe she was the relief pitcher that came in.
Yeah, and she was on
game.
fire.
Yep.
She absolutely shut us down offensively, and she gets the start in this one. First pitch will miss upstairs, and it bounces back to the backstop. 1 ball and no strikes the count.
Briley Holtze, one of those bats that has come alive for the Lady Dogs here recently, continuing to keep that going here today is the hope, as Cedartown's going to need as much offensive support as they can get.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Late on the heat.
Runs will hopefully be at a premium as they were in game 1 minus that top of the 10th inning when Cartersville would strike for 8, or top of the 9th, excuse me.
1-1 pitch right there for a called strike 2, right down the middle.
Again, a good pitch from Crabb.
Crabb looks in, and the 1-2 pitch on the way to Briley Holsey. She swings and misses at the rise ball. Same pitch that got Shaylee, out number 2.
Cartersville wearing almost a off-white. I wouldn't
Now,
call it a
number
full-blown
12, Mary
cream,
Grace Haney.
but it almost looks like a little bit of an off-white uniform, top and bottoms matching. Canes in purple in script across the front, purple numbers matching purple socks. And the uniform top is also trimmed in purple around the collar for those of you listening out in Radio Land only.
Crabb deals on the way, and it's a bunt try, and it's a strike. It's 0-1.
Crabb 2 strikeouts in the inning, getting both Pittman and Holtze on a swinging strike 3 on that rise ball. That's something that they've got to keep an eye on and be prepared for.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
There, she just threw it right down the middle. An absolutely immaculate field here.
An immaculate field on an immaculate day.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's been a beautiful day. That one just missing the outer part of the zone, a little bit upstairs as well for ball 1. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So far, Crabb has been very efficient, striking out the first 2 batters and getting ahead of all 3 batters she's faced so far. A ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch on the way to Haney. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts will end the inning, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down as we head to the bottom half of the first inning. It is Cedartown 0 and Cartersville coming up after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Lady Dogs Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
3 3 up, 3 down for the Cedartown Lady Dogs in the top of the first inning. We'll go to the home half, still scoreless. Defensively for the Lady Dogs, left to right, Ramey Westmoreland and Gracie Andrews getting the start out in right field this afternoon, and then around the horn from third to first, it'll be Barrett, Haney, Holtze, and Waite. Shaylee Pittman, of course, in the center circle for the Lady Dogs, and Lexi Bennett, that stone wall of a catcher behind the dish for this afternoon's region matchup. It'll be Izzy Tummins to lead things off for Cartersville here in the home half of the first inning.
First pitch on the way to Tummins is going to miss low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. One thing we need to see out of Shaylee Pittman today, Sam, is getting ahead in the count on batters, and she throws ball 1 here. It's all about getting this strike 1 on ball 1. So if she can stay ahead of batters, Sam, she's pretty tough to stop.
Yes, she is, and that's going to be a key. We know how much better she pitches when she can do that.
There's a strike right down the middle, 1-1 the count. That's just what we needed right there after the first ball. 1-1 the count to Tummins, rather. Live from Derringer Park, brand new location this year for Lady Canes softball. For years they've been at Atco Park. 1-1 on the way, misses. No, it's a called strike over the inside corner, 1-2. Cartersville didn't like that location. Derringer Park is near Cartersville Middle School, and kind of off of Douthit Ferry. 1-2 on the way. And just missing. I mean, just barely.
Absolutely.
2 balls and 2 strikes. But
and now we've got the umpire going to walk out and talk to Pittman.
May have been a sly comment there from Shaylee, and the umpire goes out there to talk, and more probably maybe a warning of some sort. I don't know, but that was a pitch that looked like a strike from up here.
Yeah, I mean that. That looks as pretty as it could be over the outside part of the plate, but either way, it's called a ball, and that takes the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, this facility, though, here, the first year of this facility, 2-2 on the way. Hit in the air down to right field. A diving try. It's going to get down, and it's going to roll all the way to the corner. This is going to be trouble. Tummins round second. She'll head to third base. She'll be there standing as that ball came in. And again, it's an all-turf field, so there's not a speck of dirt on this field here. When it hits that dirt, it's not dirt. It's just painted like dirt. It's that rubberized surface, so it bounces a little bit differently than natural surface. And because of that drop, that ball in right field, Andrews could not get to it. She went all out and diving for it, and if she had it to do over again, Sam, she probably would have tried to play it on a hop.
Yeah, really good effort, though, by Andrews. She got just a little bit of a late jump on that one. And as you said, I think if she could replay that one, she might decide to play it off the hop.
If she can get to it. I mean, that ball was coming down pretty quick on her.
So this is going to bring up Banks.
Banks will take inside, yeah. Ball 1.
I mean, Pittman moved her off the plate there with that one. Banks at the plate, runner at third, nobody out. Bottom of the first inning.
Shaylee deals. Taken upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. But yeah, this facility is, and again, they had a pretty nice facility before, but it was an older facility that was, just kind of a recreation field. And here, this would rival some small college stadiums.
Oh,
it's very, very nice.
Completely agree. A really nice press box. They have really nice metal bleachers. They even have some in the outfield.
2-0 is hit in the air down the right side. That's going to be well foul into the bullpen, 2-1.
A dedicated bullpen for both teams on each side. For those of you that are not watching our live feed and that are just listening, Canes written in purple all the way across center field.
Extremely nice. And they have 2 fields just like this. Or this is one of 2 fields here at Derringer Park. Of course, Cartersville baseball plays at Atco Park still. That one's a little pop foul off the netting behind home plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
One more right here, 3.
Home plate umpire, while they were retrieving that foul ball on the previous pitch, went out and was talking to Shaylee again. Not as an extensive of a conversation, but still some back and forth between the man in pink tonight instead of the man in blue and the Lady Dogs starting pitcher.
Here's the 2-2. Popped up and foul out of play. That's going to drift over toward the other field here. Lands on the sidewalk just beyond the third base side bleachers. And now Lexi Bennett is going to toss her sunglasses out to the dugout. I'm guessing she's kind of in the shadows now. So she's in fact, she's in the shadow of the press box.
Yes, she is.
2-2 the count to Banks with Tummins at third, reaching on a triple. Fouled back again. A good battle going on.
Looks like both pitches there. Shaylee is elevating. Banks going up and getting just enough of it to get a piece of it and foul it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count.
Shaylee deals. That one missing up. The ball will pop away from Lexi Bennett, but there's not a lot of room behind home plate here. And with that rubberized surface, it bounced back pretty quickly to Lexi, so she's able to keep the runner at third, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Cartersville 11-2 on the season, 6-0 in region play, wins over Villa Rica 4-3, a blowout of Dalton 19-0.
3-2, deep to left field, back toward that wall. It's going to be down off the wall, and it bounces in front of her. Run will easily score from third. It's a 1-0 lead for Cartersville. An RBI double by Banks, and she almost hit it out of here.
Allatoona also would fall to Cartersville 9-6.
Now batting number 14,
The Canes would beat
Zoe
Woodland
Shiplet.
13-0. Cass 2-1. Those are their region wins thus far. Of course, plus the win against our Lady Dogs 10-2.
Zoe Shiflett, who was the starting pitcher in the opening game of the region schedule back at Cedartown, will bat now. And Shiflett will take upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes here in the bottom half of the first inning at Derringer Park.
Shiflett would have one of those big hits that would come in that top of the 9th inning to add on those 8 runs.
1-0 pitch. Called strike inside corner.
Really good pitch from Pittman there.
Threw the rise ball there and got the call.
Shaylee checks into the dugout, gets the sign, will go to the wristband. Count even at 1-1.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss, another good pitch. Actually foul tipped it. Still the same result, 1 ball and 2 strikes. JV played before. I didn't get to see what the final score was, but I think it was a Cartersville win. And then the Lady Bulldogs got ready to play. And here they are. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
She went with a rise ball, and she got Shiflett to chase one out of the zone. And a
Now
great
batting number
first out
28,
for the Lady Dogs.
Alana Williams.
This will bring up Alana Williams, the third baseman. She'll come to the plate with a runner out at second, 1 out in the inning, and 1 run already across. Cartersville on top here in the home half of the first inning, 1-0.
Banks at second. The pitch, a ground ball back to the circle. Runner will make it to third easily. She was off on contact, and that'll be out number 2 as Williams hits it back to the middle of the circle.
Little inside information. I know that a lot of practice yesterday was focused on the ground balls and infield work, as well as some work over at first base for this Lady Dogs team.
Missing high and away, ball 1 to Crenshaw.
It doesn't take a expert in the game of softball to understand that the errors have cost us several games. And a good way to pick up some wins is eliminate those mistakes that your defense makes.
1-0 pitch from Shaylee. Able to check her swing. It's 2-0.
If there have been 2 Achilles heels for this Lady Dog squad, it has been infield errors and runners left in scoring position.
Yeah, that was our Achilles heel in the first game of this season series against Cartersville. 2-0. Right down Main Street for strike 1.
I think if you look at the schedule, you could legitimately say that the Lady Dogs should have only 1 or 2 losses on the card, and I think you could honestly make an argument for just 1 against Carrollton.
That's upstairs. 3 balls and a strike. Yeah, Cedartown's had some close games. You look at the Allatoona game, which was extremely close. You look at the Cass game, which was also extremely close. Errors, and as you mentioned, runners left in scoring position, a big part of that. 3-1 pitch. Swung and fouled back to fill the count up at 3-2.
Another good pitch there from Shaley.
If Shaley can get out of this with only allowing the 1 run, I'll call that a victory.
Well, and I agree with you, and I think that's what you have to just kind of focus on here is understand that you've given up the 1, but you just got to battle and try to limit as much damage as you can. This is a dangerous Cartersville lineup from 1 through 9. Anybody can hurt you.
Here's the pitch. Right down the middle for a called strike 3 to strike out the side. 2 hits and a run in the inning for Cartersville. As we head now to the top of the second inning, it is Cartersville 1 and Cedartown nothing. Back after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021.
Lady Dog Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
One run on 1 hit and 1 left aboard. Pittman picks up 2 strikeouts in the home half of the first. We'll go to the top of the second. It's going to be Ramey, Westmoreland, and Waits, 4, 5, and 6 due up. So far, Crabb has struck out every Lady Dog batter that's come to the plate.
And she'll start Chloe with a strike. It's 0-1. Strike 1 looking, outer part of the plate. Yeah, Pittman, Hulsey, and Haney all victims of strikeouts in the first inning. Very quick top of the first. 0-1. Cut and a miss for strike 2.
Crabb has really been working that rise ball, working the upper part of the zone. She's ahead in the count here against the Lady Dogs left fielder, Chloe Ramey. Ramey getting a little extra coaching from Coach Brett Lane down the first base line.
0-2 missing upstairs, ball 1.
Really went out of the zone with that one. Doubt she meant to elevate it that much. But then again, ahead in the count like that, 0-2, she might have thought she could get an easy strikeout of Ramey climbing the ladder, but instead, Chloe shows a little patience.
Crabb with a 1-2. High and away, ball 2. 2-2
Still not a bad pitch location for Crabb.
Well, if you zip one down the middle and it doesn't have a lot of movement, Chloe's going to smash it. That's what she does. They're leaving a lot of room in left center for her. 2-2, but she swings and misses for strike 3 for out number 1. That's 4 strikeouts, 4 outs so far of this game for Crabb and the Lady Canes on defense.
This will bring up Mariah Westmoreland. Of course, getting the start out in center field.
First pitch to Mariah. She'll take low and away. 1 ball, no strikes.
Mariah in that left-handed batter's box as usual.
Crabb deals. And it's a swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1 the count now to Mariah Westmoreland. The infielders, the corners are playing in, knowing that Mariah is a bunt machine, or can be. 1-1. And it's missing up for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. And Crabb has not been behind in the count much. This might be one of the best pitches she gets to swing at here if it's in the zone. 2-1. Swing and a miss. That was a nasty pitch there that cut away from her. 2-2.
Yeah, definitely cut to the outside part of the plate. Got Mariah to go after that one, and now the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Here's the 2-2. Missing upstairs. Full count, 3-2. That ball made a loud noise when it hit the mid of the catcher. That's Porter there behind the plate, receiving that one a little bit upstairs. A full count now to Mariah Westmoreland and a chance for her to maybe get aboard. Here's the payoff pitch. And it misses outside, ball 4. Great at bat there by Mariah Westmoreland. She will draw the free pass and head to first base.
That's going to bring up Emmeline Waits.
Number 19, Emmeline Waits.
Waits had that big hit in the 7th inning against Tryon. She would eventually come around to score the winning run for the Lady Dogs.
Yeah, her RBI double extended the game and tied it up. First pitch, cutting the miss. Throw goes down to second base. She is safe. Close play at second.
Well, I think that was another situation like we saw a lot last week where the throw was on time, but she was able to avoid the tag. And so Mariah Westmoreland with the stolen base.
So it's 0-1. If Waits can get a base hit here, it's probably going to be a tie ball game. You got to take your chances here against Cartersville. Scoring opportunities are not that don't come around that often. That's a swing and a miss for strike 2, and it's now 0-2 to Emmeline Waits. Let's see if she tries to put her away here. 0-2. Crabb deals, and it's upstairs. Try to get her to swing at it. She did not. 1-2. This morning, Sam, it was 63 degrees at my house. Right now, it's close to 90, but not nearly as hot and humid as it has been.
Absolutely. I agree. I rode with my windows down for a little while this morning on my way to work.
So did I. So did I. It was very pleasant. The 1-2 pitch. Missing up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tried to get an off-speed pitch swing out of Waits, and she doesn't offer at it. Atlanta Braves in action tonight. They open up a 3-game series with the Dodgers.
A very critical, tough.
I'm telling you. 2-2. A little bit low for ball 3.
And I tell you, Porter went down and got that one and tried to pull it up into the zone and frame it for Crabb, but she doesn't get the benefit of the call. And so another full count here and a payoff pitch on the way due from Crabb.
Westmoreland at second. The pitch. Got her looking for strike 3. Got an inside corner call there, and that's a nasty pitch there to get Waits looking for out number 2.
Now batting number 20.
Tell you, Waits was headed to first base, and I was ready to give her the walk as well.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But a really good pitch from Crabb, so that'll bring up Tammy Barrett.
Tammy Barrett playing the hot corner today. Barrett will take a strike called 0-1. So if the Lady Dogs are going to rally here in the second, it's going to have to be with 2 outs. Here's the 0-1. Called strike 2 right over the outside corner.
Cedartown is yet to be able to put the bat on the ball, though. No hits in the game so far.
Haven't even made contact with the ball. 0-2. And we won't this time. Swing and a miss to strike out the side. A runner left aboard on a walk. We head now to the bottom half of the second. It is Cartersville 1 and Cedartown nothing. Back after this here on the Big Double A.
Every great team is built on tradition, trust, and showing up when it matters most. That's the same legacy the Gamage family of Gamage Funeral Home has built both on the field and throughout our community for over 75 years. For generations, they've worn the red and black, cheered on our Bulldogs from the stands, and stood by their side during life's toughest moments. When your family needs compassionate care from people you know and trust, choose Gamage Funeral Home. Gamage Funeral Home, the home of thoughtful service.
Visit Rudy Woods Appliance and Home Furnishings to get high-grade performance straight from the commercial Maytag washer assembly line. The Maytag commercial-grade residential washer features a robust build that brings rugged durability to your home laundry room. Shop now at Rudy Woods Appliance and Home Furnishings and bring home the power of Maytag. Stop in at Rudy Woods Appliance and Home Furnishings, 539 West Avenue in Cedartown, 770-748-7936 or rudywoods.com.
Lady Dogs Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
Lady Dogs leave a base runner after a walk and a stolen base in the form of Mariah Westmoreland. Other than that, the Lady Dogs are down on strikes. All 6 outs so far for Cartersville have come courtesy of strikeouts from Crabb.
Bradley, Harper, and Porter due up for Cartersville, 6, 7, and 8 in their lineup. As Shaley is back out there, and the first pitch, a called strike, 0-1. It seems like when Shaley gets out there and she's in a situation like she's in today, she almost turns up the volume a little bit with what she's doing. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and a ground ball to third base. A chance for Barrett. She'll throw high, and it's going to be a E5 on the throw. And that'll put a runner at second base. She'll round second. She slips and falls. The throw comes into the circle, though, and she'll be at second base with nobody out.
Now batting number 20, Sophia Harper.
You know, I feel like that is something that we've had difficulty with. Some of our throws over to first base, whether they're from third or from the middle part of the infield, have either
ball than airmail it like that. It's just,
well, if you bounce it, you still have an opportunity at
right.
it. If you airmail it, there's no chance.
Harper will foul it off the netting to the right side, 0-1. I know it's kind of hard to pick sometimes over at first base, but if you if you sail it over her head, there's no chance for her to get it. If you bounce it up there, there is a chance that Waits can scoop it up out of the turf. No balls and a strike now to Harper, with Bradley over at second base, reaching over there on the errant throw. Squares to bunt, lays down the bunt perfectly. Throw to first in time. Oh, safe at first. They're going to call her safe. Bang, bang play. I thought they might have got her, but the call was safe, and runners will be at the corners with nobody out.
No argument from the Cedartown dugout, and they had a great look at it, so they must be satisfied with the call.
An absolutely perfect bunt, though, laid down by Harper. She dug it into the turf. It literally died maybe, 10 feet in front of home plate.
And typically, that's not something you see from your catcher.
No, it was absolutely perfectly done. Here's Porter.
Porter, yep.
Porter will take one. There's a throw to the cutoff as Harper will take second base without a throw.
Excuse me, Harper is the second baseman. I was already looking at Porter. Porter is the backstop, but still perfectly executed, like you said, from Harper. So now Cartersville will have runners at second and third and nobody out.
The pitch was a strike called. Second and third with nobody out. 0-1 the count to Harper. Rather, Porter. Harper the runner at second, and Bradley at third. The pitch popped up left side. That'll be foul. 0-2. The field here is actually lower than the sidewalk that surrounds the field. So it's actually kind of sunken down into the ground here. Very, very much like a college level or even semi-pro level type field. Very, very nice. 0-2 pitch to Porter. It misses well outside. Ball one. Might have been a design pitch out.
Shaley with 2 strikeouts on the afternoon so far. You'd love to get a third one right here.
It'd be big. Need to get that first out. Shaley with 2 of them already. Looks down, deals, and it's a chopper back to the circle. Looks the runner back to third, and a great job there by Shaley. That's as good as a strikeout.
I mean, executed to perfection.
Nobody able to move there on that play on the ground ball right back to the circle on the 1-3 put out, and that's out number 1.
You could use that as a training video for younger softball players about how to handle that situation. So this is going to bring up the right fielder, Brock. She'll come to the plate. Runner still at second and third and 1 out. Cartersville with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning.
Brock hits it on the ground toward first and foul. Corners were playing in, especially over at first base. So if that ball sneaks past her and it's fair, it's trouble.
Yeah, Waits playing inside the bag. And now Barrett will as well over at third.
Oh, 1 pitch. Bunted tried. It's popped up, and a diving catch by Lexi Bennett for out number 2 in foul ground. What a play.
Just the athleticism there of Bennett on display. We know how good of a catcher she is. And
she was flexing
Now
the leather
batting
and her
number
muscle on that one.
Izzy Tummins.
So a great second out of the inning, and now we'll go back to the top of the order to Izzy Tummins, who would lead things off. With a base hit, she's 1 for 1 and would score the only Cartersville run thus far.
Careful on the first pitch here. And the delivery. This is low and in, ball 1. Sounds like a...
Well, I think the flyover is a little bit late.
A little bit late, yes.
There it goes.
Is that a chopper?
That is. As Radar would have said, chopper.
Or as Arnold would say, get to the chopper.
Exactly.
Here's the 1-0. Ball 2 missing upstairs.
Also, two very drastically different characters.
I'm talking. You aren't kidding there.
Radar O'Reilly and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah.
2-0 pitch. Tapper toward third. It gets past the shortstop and the third baseman, and 2 runs are going to score on that. Couple of things on that play, Sam. Both runners were off on that ground ball. And once it got past third base, Haney got some leather down on it, but knocked it down and then kind of hesitated to get to it. And by the time she picked the ball back up, 2 runs had already scored, and Cartersville has a 3-0 lead.
Well, and I will give Haney this. I almost wonder if Cartersville was going to be off to the races anyways and was going to say, if you're going to get me out, you're going to throw me out at third or at home trying to score that third run. I mean, it almost looked like there was no hesitation whatsoever coming from their third base coach. A quick visit to the circle from Coach Jay Johnson just to settle the girls down, remind them of what they got to do. There are 2 outs in the inning, but you've already given up 3 runs and you've got a runner aboard. And you've got a very dangerous hitter coming to the plate in Lakaya Banks, who is 1 for 1 with the RBI.
Well, Cedartown already doing what we have said we were trying to avoid to do. 4 errors already in this game for the Lady Bulldogs defense. Here's the pitch. Low and in for ball 1.
And when you play a team that is as good as Cartersville, you absolutely have to play almost as close as you can to perfect softball.
They will exploit every weakness that you have, any mistake that you make. 1-0 on the way. Swung on and a ground ball to third. Another chance over there for Barrett. She will throw over to first, but they're going to say Waits got pulled off the bag on the throw, and another
now batting
extra
number 14,
out
Zoe
for the
Shiflett.
Lady Canes.
Well, Waits tried everything she could do to hold the bag, but she had to stretch further, and it pulled her heel off the bag. And then she tried to rock back and make contact, but by the time she did, Banks had already reached the bag there at first base. And so now you've got runners at first and second. And this is going to bring up Shiflett. 2 outs in the inning, 2 runs already across. 3-0 your score.
Careful here. First pitch, a called strike. It gets away from Lexi Bennett. Runners will advance to second and third.
Shiflett, a dangerous hitter as well, although she did go down on a strikeout, swinging to Pittman in the first inning. That would be Shaylee's first strikeout of the game.
That's a foul ball to the right side, 0-2. They have changed the game changer scoring to 3 Cedartown errors instead of 4, and I had actually 5 there on that throw, but it may have ruled that an infield hit or something. I don't know, but that will be 4 errors there on that one. They just went back and changed something on the game changer. So that pitch misses upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 3-0 lead for Cartersville here in the bottom half of the second. A run in the first and 2 runs so far here in the second with 2 outs.
So I think I can tell you what happened with that. They had Crabb coming to the plate, so they had to go back and fix a few things, and they've put 4 errors on game changer now.
Fly ball to shallow center field. A running catch by Westmoreland to end the inning, but 2 runs come across on a hit, and they had 2 left. We head now to the third. It is Cartersville 3 and Cedartown nothing. Back after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Brooks Roofing and Exterior.
10% on South College Street in Cedartown.
This is Andy Harris, president of Coosa Valley Credit Union, inviting you to come see us for your auto loan needs. If you're buying a car or refinancing your current auto loan, at Coosa Valley Credit Union, you'll get one of the lowest interest rates in the market. Now, auto loan rates are as low as 3.99 APR when you open an account with a direct deposit. Coosa Valley Credit Union is local and nearby in Northwest Georgia. Plus, you'll always speak to a real person when dealing with us. That's what we call kinder banking.
Contact Sono 6-235-8551 for more details. Equal opportunity lender.
Lady Dogs Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
A 3-0 lead for Cartersville over the Lady Bulldogs.
Now batting number 4, Lexi Bennett.
Lexi Bennett will lead it off here in the top half of the second inning, and to tell you all about it with more play-by-play, here's Sam.
Thank you, sir. It'll be 8-9-1 due up for the Lady Dogs. Lexi Bennett, Gracie Andrews, and then back to Shaylee Pittman. First pitch on the way to Bennett is taken well inside. Ball 1. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter here from Cartersville, Georgia, as the Lady Dogs are taking on the Hurricanes in a region matchup. The 1-0 on the way to Bennett. That one's in there, called strike 1. Cedartown will have another region matchup on Thursday at home, playing host to the Woodland Wildcats. The 1-1 on the way from Crabb. That misses high, ball 2. And I hate to say it, but looking at some of the forecast, it might be weather permitting. They are calling for some potential showers to move through the area Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening. Cut on and miss from Bennett. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, not only that, Friday is also looking questionable as well, and it seems like every time we go to Rockmart to broadcast or play, there's always some storm that moves through.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count on Bennett, and that is in there for a called strike 3. So Bennett is down on strikes, and that is the 7th strikeout of the game.
Number 2, Gracie Andrews.
For Lexi Bennett. Every Bulldog out has been recorded via the strikeout from Crabb. So this will bring up Gracie Andrews. Andrews will come to the plate with the bases empty and 1 out. Top of the 3rd inning, Cedartown trails 3-0 here on the road. And the pitch from Crabb, well high out of the zone. Swing and a miss from Andrews, strike 1. Have really been happy with the progress that we've seen out of Andrews, especially defensively in the outfield. The 0-1 on the way to her, and that is hit to center field, and that's going to get down for the first base hit. It's off the center fielder's glove as it rolls up against the fence, and Andrews has a 1-out double for the first base hit of the Lady Dogs tonight.
Not just a base hit, Sam. That ball was hit very hard and hit into the left center field gap. Great piece of hitting there by Gracie Andrews, a rising star for this Lady Bulldogs team, and she's at second base with 1 gone.
And now you're back to the most dangerous part of the Bulldog lineup, back to the top of the order to Shaylee Pittman. Pitch on the way to her, misses outside, ball 1. Andrews also with a lot of speed out there at second base for the Lady Dogs. Crabb gets the sign from the catcher, checks the band, and is on the way with the pitch. And that one is fouled back, and that'll take the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pittman 0 for 1 with a strikeout. In fact, if you go down the card until you get to Andrews, everybody is 0 for 1, minus Mariah Westmoreland, who would pick up a walk and be the first base runner for the Lady Dogs. So here Andrews is the second base runner for Cedartown, out at second. And the 1-1 on the way from Crabb. And that one is lifted to the right side. Shallow right field, but the grab is made by the second baseman and not nearly deep enough to advance the runner in Andrews. And so she's going to stay put at second base.
Riley Holsey.
So here comes Holsey after Pittman pops out to the right side. RBI chance maybe with 2 outs.
First pitch on the way to her. They show bunt. She does go after it, and it's a strike 1.
Yeah, this press box is as nice as any football press box we've been to.
Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? This thing's a gem.
The 0-1 on the way to Halsey's. Cut on and missed. Strike two. Again, it looked like Crabb went up in the zone and elevated that pitch.
We're just not seeing that pitch very well, and it's been a booger for our hitters, especially this top of the order, who have had a lot of swings and misses on that very pitch.
0-2 on the way is fouled straight back off the pole there, so Halsey will see another pitch.
At least there, though, she made contact and stayed alive, able to fight it off. Shout out to my mom and my California cousins. They're at their Truist Park tonight to take in the Braves and Dodgers. By the way, they're not Dodgers fans.
Thank goodness. The 0-2 on the way to Halsey misses well outside. That'll take the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
My cousins hail from Northern California, well north of San Francisco, the California mountains. Very beautiful country up there.
And the 1-2 on the way from Crabb again goes way upstairs. Does not get an offer from Halsey, and that'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
They're actually Giants fans.
I'll take that over Dodgers fans
Absolutely.
any day of the week and twice on Tuesday.
You better believe it. 2-2 the count with 2 outs.
Comes the pitch from Crabb. Inside, called strike 3, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning. And for back-to-back innings, the Lady Dogs will strand a runner at second base. We'll go to the home half of the 3rd. Cedartown trails 3-0. Back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's, and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Lady Dog Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
4, 5, and 6 due up for the Lady Canes. Williams, Crenshaw, and Bradley. All 3 of them are 0 for 1 in their plate appearances against Shaylee Pittman.
First pitch on the way from Pittman in there, called strike 1. A defensive change for the Lady Dogs. Tammy Barrett has come out of the game. Emlyn Waits has moved over from first to third, and Aniston Davis has come in to play first base. The 0-1 on the way, high and tight, ball 1. That'll even up the count at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike the count. And the pitch on the way from Pittman, and that plunks her. And that one hurt.
I mean, that one plunked her hard. That was a hard pitch there. It hit right off the soft part of her arm. But still, it's going to probably leave a little mark.
Yes, it will. She'd gone inside on her on the previous pitch, and that one she ran a little too far inside. Looked like it hit right below the elbow. It originally looked like maybe it hit above the elbow, but she's holding right below that elbow, so not a fun spot at all. They will go out and just take a look at her, make sure that she's good. She's ready to go.
Now
and so
batting
this is
number
going to
4,
bring up
Kennedy
Crenshaw.
Crenshaw.
Crenshaw, the first baseman, is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She'll come to the plate, runner over at first, and nobody out. Pittman looks in, and the pitch. And that one is hit to the right side. Another chance for Andrews, and she's not going to get there either. And then it bounces away from her. And runners are going to be at second and third. And again, this Lady Dog squad is not used to playing on these turf fields, and that one just took a funny hop once it hit and got away from Andrews.
Yeah, she played it on a hop, which is, what she was probably told to do on a play like that instead of diving full out for it. So instead of runners at second and third, instead of a runner at third base and a run in, it's runners at second and third. So if you have to choose, that's what you would like to choose. But it did take a high bounce on her on that rubberized surface out there in the outfield.
This will bring up Bradley. She looks at a called strike one over the outer third of the plate. Bradley is 0 for 1 with a run scored.
One of the several Cartersville batters that reached on an error.
And the pitch from Pittman. They show bunt, and it's down the first base side, but foul. And Davis will run in and get it over to Bennett. Lexi Bennett already with a fantastic play in the previous inning in foul territory, making that diving catch. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Pittman checks the wristband. And here comes the 0-2. That one misses high, ball 1.
Thursday, we're at home versus Woodland. 5:30 start for that one.
And here comes the 1-2 from Pittman. And that is hit again to the right side. Another chance for Andrews. She'll camp out under this one, make the grab, and get the softball quickly into Holtze there at second base, the cutoff man, and the runners do not advance. So that'll be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, good play there by Gracie in right field.
Number 20,
runs that one down.
Sophia
Had to kind of
Harper.
play with the shadows out there as well. It's a time of day where the shadows are really long over the field here. There's lots of elements that are over the field with some shadows. She's got some trees to deal with out there, but got the out and prevented the run from scoring.
This will bring up Harper. First pitch on the way to Harper's taken upstairs, ball 1. Harper would reach on that bunt in her previous at bat and also come around to score a run. It would be the 3rd run of the game for Cartersville.
Shout out to Lexi Bennett there for jumping up there and getting that ball, keeping it from going to the backstop on that high pitch there from Shaley.
Here comes the 1-0. It just misses outside, ball 2. And, you know, going back to Andrews dealing with those shadows out in right field, because a lot of those shadows are because of the trees, you actually go in and out of the shadows a little bit as you're making your way through the field trying to track down those fly balls. Here comes the 2-0, cut on and miss. Good pitch by Pittman. That'll take the count to 2 balls and 1 strike.
Well, another factor you have to think about too is that home plate is in the shadows, and you're seeing the ball coming out of the shadows into the sun, and then you're kind of having to deal with some of those sun spots and the shadow spots. That pitch misses. Ball 3.
Yep, and it looked like almost for a moment that Harper thought about going with the bunt again.
Yeah, the corners were crashing in on that play just to make sure. She did show bunt earlier in the at-bat, but bunted it foul.
So here comes the 3-1 from Pittman. Cut on and miss, strike 2. That'll run the count full.
That was a clutch pitch there from Shaley, able to get her swinging for a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Again, Pittman trying to limit the damage. She has had traffic on the base pads in all 3 innings. Here comes the payoff pitch. Cut on and miss. She went with something off speed and had Harper out in front of it. And that'll be the second out of the inning and the 3rd strikeout of the game for Pittman.
Might be one of the biggest strikeouts so far for her. She threw it. That was a great at bat there, or great job there to handle that at bat there by Shaley Pittman, able to get her swinging.
And so this is going to bring up Porter, the backstop. She looks at a pitch low and away out of the zone. Ball 1. Porter, a lefty. Crenshaw, the runner, out at second. Williams, the runner, out at third. Your lead runner, who was hit by a pitch. The pitch on the way to her. That misses as well. That'll take the count to 2 balls and no strikes. So Shaley falling behind Porter. And here comes the 2-0 from Shaley. And it is hit to the right side. It'll be a play for Holtze. She'll gather, fire over to first, and another bad throw. And that gets away from Davis, and that's going to play 2 more runs for the Cedartown Lady Hurricane, or excuse me, for the Cartersville Lady Hurricanes. And again, coming off of errors.
Now batting number
Cartersville
16,
will take a
Carter Brock.
5-0 lead. 2 runs here in the 3rd, 2 runs in the 2nd, and 1 in the 1st.
A tough play there. There's no doubt about it. That should have been out number 3. And there have been a lot of frustrating moments in this season. That's certainly one of them there. And Shaley Pittman can't do it all on her own. She's got to have that infield defense behind her. And so far, it's been some tough sledding here in this ball game.
This will bring up the right fielder, Brock. She cuts on and makes just a little bit of contact to foul that first pitch back. That'll take the count to no balls and 1 strike. A courtesy runner for Porter now out at second base. 2 runs in and 2 outs here in the inning. Pittman ahead in the count. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch on the way. That one's in there, called strike 2. Another good pitch from Shaley. The defensive woes continuing here on the road. And the 0-2 on the way. That one's lifted to the right side, out of play. That'll find the bullpen down the first base line. And that'll keep the count at no balls and 2 strikes. Pittman looks in, gets the sign. Here comes the 0-2. Again, lifted to the right side and out of play. This one will go beyond the bullpen down the first base line.
You know, you look at these last couple of innings, Sam, both of the runs in the second inning and so far the 2 runs here in the third, all coming with 2 outs and results of errors. So this game should be a 1-0 score right now.
Here comes the 0-2 again from Pittman. That one is well inside, ball 1. Brock, the 9th batter in the lineup, and then we'd go back to the top of the order to Izzy Tummins, who is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Banks also a dangerous hitter in that number 2 spot. The 0-2 on the way, cut on and missed, strike 3, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning, but not before Cartersville tacks on 2 more runs. They will take a 5-0 lead into the top of the 4th. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big AA.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dawgs!
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Lady Dog Softball on your hometown station, the Big AA.
It'll be the middle of the Cedartown order to face off against Crab, Haney, Ramey, and Westmoreland.
First pitch on the way to Mary Grace Haney is low, ball 1. Haney 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So far, Crab has 8 strikeouts on her card. That is remarkable. She is absolutely dealing. The 1-0 on the way to Haney. That misses. Must be inside, ball 2.
Yeah, it was a bit inside. The only ones not to strike out against Crab has been Westmoreland, who walked, and Gracie Andrews, who had a base hit.
2-0 on the way to Haney. That one's in there, called strike 1. That'll take the count to 2 balls and 1 strike.
So every out has been via the strikeout, which is incredible.
2-1 to the Bulldog shortstop. Pitch on the way to her, well out of the zone, high and away, ball 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike.
2 base runners, Westmoreland with the walk, and then, of course, Gracie Andrews with the double.
Both of them left at second base after Westmoreland was able to swipe a bag. 3-1 on the way to Haney. Called strike 2, got the upper part of the plate. Mary Grace was headed to first base on a free pass.
She was ready to toss the bat away, but no mas. 3-2.
Full count payoff pitch on the way from Crab. And that misses inside. It actually clipped her jersey as it came by. So Haney will be aboard, the leadoff batter on base for the first time tonight for Cedartown. And that's going to bring up Chloe Ramey. 5-0 is your score.
22, Chloe Ramey.
Cartersville 5 runs on 4 hits and no errors. Cedartown no runs, 1 hit, and the Big Ugly 6 in the error column. First pitch on the way to Ramey. It is hit to the second baseman. She will field, fire to second for 1, go to first, and not in time as the speed of Ramey prevents the 4-6-3 double play. And so erase Haney and replace her with Ramey, essentially.
Now batting number 16, Mariah
The speed of
Westmoreland.
Chloe Ramey is the reason why that wasn't a double play. It was perfectly executed there. The Harper kind of side toss there to Banks over to Crenshaw, but Chloe just able to beat it out.
Pitch on the way to Mariah Westmoreland's taken high and away, ball 1. You know, Mariah offensively has not been up to, I think, her standards so far this season. She had a great offseason from what I hear playing travel ball. The 1-0 on the way to her. That's in there called strike 1. They throw down to first, but Ramey is back safely in time. And so I'm sure that that is a part of her game that she is hoping will come back as you get ready to get into the meat of this schedule. We know exactly what Mariah can do from the plate. The 1-1 on the way to her, and that is hit to the right side and right at the second baseman as it just dies, and then they'll fire back to first for the 3rd out of the inning. So we are doubled up to end the inning.
That's just bad luck right there. I mean, she hit it right on the button. It was dug out of the turf there. They were going to get, it might have been a double play turn even if it wasn't caught. So there you go. 5-0 the score. Bottom half of the 4th. 60-second break. We'll be back after this.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Lady Dawgs Softball on your hometown station, the Big AA.
We head now to the bottom half of the 4th inning. It is a 5-0 lead for Cartersville. 5 runs, 4 hits, no errors, no runs, 1 hit, and 6 mistakes by the Lady Bulldogs. Some other changes here for the Lady Bulldogs. Shaylee Pittman will give way to Aubrey Pittman. Shaylee going 3 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs, only 1 of them earned, no walks and 4 strikeouts. So in 3 innings of work, a pretty good effort by her. She will actually go over and play, it looks like she might be playing third base here.
Yep, she's going to go in and play third. They will move Emlyn Waits from third to first.
Yeah, back over to first where she started the game initially.
Annie Davis will come out of the game after going in for Tammy Barrett.
So those will be the only other changes there for the Lady Bulldogs. So as we...
Now batting number 7, Izzy Tummins.
Izzy Tummins, it'll be the top of the order for Cartersville against Aubrey Pittman. Definitely a different look for these Cartersville hitters.
Tummins is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Tough spot to come in if you're the younger Pittman. Already down 5-0. First pitch on the way to Tummins. Skipped in there, ball 1. That sun really causing some problems for Mariah Westmoreland now out in center field. She's got the shades on and the glove trying to shade her eyes. Pitch in there from Pittman, misses outside, ball 2. That'll take the count 2-0.
Sorry, Sam. Virtually the entire infield is in the shadows. Most of right field is. In fact, the only part of the field that's still in the sun is center field and most of left field. Kind of a strange bit there. And that pitch misses up there for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to Crabb.
Not a bad looking pitch from Aubrey, but that one did hang up in the zone a little bit. You got to be careful about that pitch that she throws It's that off speed if you hang it up too much. Here comes the 3-0. And that one's taken outside in ball 4. So Tummons will be aboard on 4 straight pitches as the leadoff hitter will reach safely. And that's going to bring up Banks, a dangerous hitter, 1 for 2 with an RBI.
Banks.
She has the only RBI for Cartersville.
By the way,
they have a 5-0 lead.
By the way, that was the first walk given up by Cedartown pitching today.
First pitch on the way from Pittman's, cut on and missed.
Way out in front.
Yep, Banks totally confused on that one. And Cartersville is going to call timeout because they are going to put in a pinch runner, it looks like, for Tummons. And it's going to be number 5, I believe, for the Hurricanes.
Braves have jumped out to an early 2-0 lead in the bottom half of the first inning.
Hey.
Number 5, Avery Sellers.
Sellers will be your pinch runner over at first.
The runners at the corners with only 1 out, so Dodgers struggling early.
They're going to take off for second. Throw down, not in time. And so Cartersville will have the stolen base. The pitch was low, I thought.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yep.
Yes.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Pittman back on the rubber, looks in, gets the sign, and the pitch on the way. And that's in there called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Banks. The shortstop back in the box, ready to go. Pittman will again check the wristband and then go to the rubber. And the 1-2 on the way. Bounced up in there, gets away. They'll throw down to third in time. Oh, no. The throw again. Seems like it was in time, but the tag was not, and Coach Smith wants to talk about that one.
Boy, that was close.
And I don't blame him at all for talking about that one, and they will get an appeal to the home plate umpire. It was a great throw down to third. It was exactly where it needed to be from Lexi Bennett, and it looked like Pittman was able to get the tag on her.
This should be a pretty short conversation.
Yep, and it is safe, is the call.
That throw, if that throw's a tad bit lower, they might be able to throw the tag down in one motion, but nevertheless, a good throw there by Lexi Bennett.
So the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here comes the pitch from Aubrey Pittman. Swung on and missed. They drop it, but they'll throw down to first for the out, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And a good way, or a good job by Waits there to quickly get ready to transition to have to throw into home if needed, but the runner will hold at third, and that's going to bring up Zoe Shiflett, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
That 0-2 scares me, just because I know what kind of batter, what kind of athlete that Shiflett is.
Oh, absolutely.
She could pound one if it's right, if it's in the zone.
And she hits the first one she sees, but she fouls it straight back over the stands here on the first base side for a strike 1.
And again, if that ball is in a different location, we're talking about a 2-run home run.
No balls, 1 strike to count on Shiflett. And here comes the pitch from Pittman. That misses low, ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner still at third for Cartersville. They have scored a run in every inning so far as we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cedartown trailing 5-0. The 1-1 on the way, cut on and missed, out in front of it, strike 2.
Well, that ball had some tailing motion there. It was a slow pitch anyway. And then it had that late movement, kind of zip down to the lower edge of the plate, and a great pitch there from Aubrey to get a strike 2 swing.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And the pitch on the way. And that one just misses, ball 2.
Very close.
Again, all of her pitches, it looks like, just have a tendency to die as they come across the plate. And she doesn't get the benefit of the call there, as it's now an even count at 2-2. And the pitch on the way from Pittman. It is lifted softly to the right side. Emmeline waits on to make a play in and out of her glove in foul territory, right up against the fence. I mean, she was as close as you can get, almost going to go through the opening in the fence there beside the Lady Dogs dugout.
So a chance there to get the second out of the inning goes by the wayside as Waits can't secure the catch in foul territory, and Shiflett will get a chance to see another pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Runner at third and 1 out. Here comes the 2-2 from Pittman. And that one is hit down the third base side and foul. And so again, Shiflett will get to see another pitch. Ready to go back to work. Now Pittman back on the rubber after getting the sign from the dugout, and the 2-2 on the way. And that is hit to the shortstop, and Haney knocks it down but can't do anything else with it, and the run is going to score, and Shiflett is going to be aboard
Now
safely.
Number 28, Alana
And it's going to
Williams.
take Cartersville to a 6-0 lead over the Lady Dogs as they have plated a run here in the bottom of the 4th. And Shiflett will now come out, as she typically does not run a lot, and they will have a pinch runner come in the form of number 1 for Cartersville.
Now running at first base, number 1, Sloan Callan.
So that is going to bring up Williams, who is 0 for 1 with a run scored. She was hit by a pitch in her previous at-bat. And Coach Josh Smith is going to call time at the last moment and come out and talk to the infield. Have a little chit-chat. In broadcasting news, the Dalton broadcasters made the Pat McAfee show yesterday.
They did.
And not in the way that you want to if you're a broadcaster.
No, not at all. Those dudes who I'm sure we'll see when we go up to Harmon Field later this year, and I imagine the post by the GHSA today on their Facebook account talking about
good sportsmanship.
Yes,
absolutely.
May or may not have been related to that very thing. So Dalton did end up winning that game, and I'm sure we'll talk a lot more about that on Friday night. Don't count out those Rockmart Yellow Jackets. That's a good Dalton team that beat them.
Yes, it is. Williams comes to the plate, 1 run in. Runner over at first, 1 out in the inning. First pitch on the way to her is taken in the turf for ball 1. You know, they say any publicity is good publicity, but I don't know about that one, although it was really cool to be sitting at Las Palmas at lunch up in Rome on Monday and all of a sudden see Dalton and Rockmart on the Pat McAfee show. Whoa, that one came out of Pittman's hand. It just got away from her, and the runner will easily take second base, as that one looked like you see the bloopers when people go bowling and the ball goes behind them.
So is that ball 2?
I would say that's ball 2. I would think so.
It's 1-1.
No, he's telling there's only 1 out in the inning, the scoreboard operator. They've got 2 outs in the inning. Yeah.
I'll take the extra out.
Yeah, we would take it. You can leave it if you want to. We'll take it.
2-0 the count.
Pitch on the way from Pittman. In there, called strike 1. That'll take the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. A good bounce back pitch there from Auburn.
Yeah, it was.
Now, have you ever been to the bowling alley and accidentally lost one in the wrong direction?
I can't say that I have, but it could be disastrous.
It could be. I think the only foul up I've ever had is accidentally going over the line a little bit and, losing your footing. The 2-1 is lifted to left field, and that is going to get down. And so Williams is going to be aboard, and now she's going to take second base on a bad throw in from Chloe Ramey that got over the head of Pittman. Lexi Bennett had to go back it up, and Cartersville has runners at second and third with 1 out in the inning.
Yeah, that throw needs to go to the middle of the infield and not to toward third base. You're not going to get her at third base, so that was just a slight lapse of judgment there from Chloe, who's typically rock solid out there at left field.
This will bring up Crenshaw. First pitch is in the turf, ball 1. Crenshaw is 1 for 2 with a run scored as well as a strikeout.
Number 4, Kennedy Crenshaw.
6-0 is your score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cartersville doing a whole lot of damage to the Lady Dogs.
6 runs on 5 hits here in the bottom of the 4th.
The 1-0 on the way is lifted to the right side. It'll be a play for Holtze, who will venture out onto the grass and make the grab for out number 2 and quickly get the ball in. And the runners have to hold where they are. So that'll be the second out. And that's going to bring up Bradley, who is 0 for 2 with a run scored.
Now batting number 15, Taryn Bradley.
7 errors on the Lady Dogs defense. Only 1 hit. As you said, 6 runs on 5 hits and no errors for this Cartersville team. First pitch on the way from Pittman just misses the inside part of the plate, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to count. And the pitch from Pittman, cut on and missed way out in front of it. That'll even up the count at 1-1. Something else we did not get to talk about because the Falcons did not play until Saturday afternoon, so we didn't get to cover it Saturday morning. How about Jack Strand? Wow. 1-1 is hit softly to the left side. Haney will field and fire over to first for out number 3. A great play by Mary Grace Haney to get us out of the inning.
Conversation to continue.
Absolutely. Does strike for 1 in the bottom of the 4th. They'll take a 6-0 lead into the top of the 5th. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021.
Lady Dogs Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
Another run scored for the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes takes it to a 6-0 lead as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Lady Dogs only with 1 hit in the game so far.
Now batting number 19.
It'll be Emmeline Waits to lead things off. 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Dogs in the top of the 5th inning. And here to tell you about it, Andrew Carter.
Thank you, Sam. Crabb still in the circle. She's been about unhittable. That one low and in, ball 1. Only 1 hit. That was a double by Gracie Andrews.
I think you could probably leave Crabb in until next week, and she would be pretty much unhittable.
I would think that would be a good bet. The entire field is now in the shadows as the sun is now behind the stadium here. There's a called strike. 1-1 the count now to Emmeline Waits.
Waits 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She is one of 8 to be retired via the K.
Crabb with a 1-1 pitch, and it's right there for a called strike, too.
I tell you what, if Crabb is not playing at the next level,
there's several on this Cartersville team that will more than likely be playing at the next level.
And I just say a sweet prayer to the Lord Jesus above that she is a senior this year.
A little nub shot caught in foul territory to the right side by Crenshaw at first base for out number 1. But, yeah, Crabb and, of course, Shiflett as well. 2 very, very good pitchers
now batting number
for this Cartersville squad.
Aniston Davis.
Aniston, yep, she's going to bat in the spot of Tammy Barrett, who she originally replaced a couple of innings ago.
First pitch is a called strike over the outside corner. So, yeah, Barrett is out of the game completely. Emmeline Waits started the game at first, went over the third, and now she's back at first again. 0-1. Swing and a miss as that off-speed pitch came in on her, and she offered at it.
Yeah, that was a nasty-looking pitch from Crabb.
So Davis, her first at bat after Barrett went 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Quickly in the hole here, 0-2, got to protect.
And the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. 3 pitches takes care of Davis, and that's out number 2.
So this will bring up Lexi
Now
Bennett.
batting number 4, Lexi Bennett.
Bennett also 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Starting to get deep into this game with the Lady Dogs yet to play to run.
Crab deals, and it's popped up. It'll be back behind us and lands just behind the first base side grandstands.
Now, a brave fan on the top row might have tried to go up and get that one, but that gentleman sitting right there in the Georgia hat was awfully smart. He kept his seat. I don't blame him.
Just let it sail over your head.
Well, I'm not tall enough to make that grab anyways. But
0-1, a called strike over the outside corner quickly, 0-2.
I don't think you have to worry about Sam trying to scale any fences to go get a ball. It is not going to happen.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Crab is just sailing along with not much of an issue. Only 1 hit given up in the entire game and a walk as well, a couple of walks. We head now to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It is Cartersville 6, Cedartown nothing. Back after 60 seconds on the Big AA.
Every great team is built on tradition, trust, and showing up when it matters most. That's the same legacy the Gamage family of Gamage Funeral Home has built both on the field and throughout our community for over 75 years. For generations, they've worn the red and black, cheered on our Bulldogs from the stands, and stood by their side during life's toughest moments. When your family needs compassionate care from people you know and trust, choose Gamage Funeral Home. Gamage Funeral Home, the home of thoughtful service.
Visit Rudy Woods Appliance and Home Furnishings to get high-grade performance straight from the commercial Maytag washer assembly line. The Maytag commercial-grade residential washer features a robust build that brings rugged durability to your home laundry room. Shop now at Rudy Woods Appliance and Home Furnishings and bring home the power of Maytag. Stop in at Rudy Woods Appliance and Home Furnishings, 539 West Avenue in Cedartown, 770-748-7936 or rudywoods.com.
Lady Dog Softball on your hometown station, the Big AA.
3 up, 3 down for the Lady Dogs in the top of the 5th inning as we'll go to the home half.
12, Emma Miller.
Emma Miller is going to grab a bat and hit for the first time tonight for Cartersville.
She'll bat for Harper.
Yep. Going in, I believe, the 7th spot in the order.
6 runs on 5 hits for the Lady Canes. 0-1-7 the score line for the Lady Bulldogs. Aubrey Pittman in the circle, and she'll deal, and it's a called strike over the inside corner. Sam, tell me about your little barbecue story.
Yep, so tried a new recipe this weekend on the old offset Oklahoma Joe. You take a chuck roast and you cube it up into pretty large chunks.
Here's the 0-1. Swung on and a ground ball to shortstop. Haney fields, throws to first, got her for the first out. Good play.
I would say at least, a good like 3x3 chunk. You're not going into small chunks on this. I rubbed it down with a light coating of Dijon mustard. Put some Kinder's steak seasoning on it. Threw it on the smoker. Smoked it over pecan and cherry wood for about 2 hours or so, and then you put it in a braise. First the pitch.
And here it is. And it's outside, ball 1 to Porter.
So you put it in a braise of beef broth, sliced onions, little bit of butter, a little more seasoning, and then I put a little barbecue sauce in it as well.
Ooh,
and then you just let that braise.
The pitch, called strike at the inside corner, call 1-1.
Wait until they're fork tender and shreddable. Shred them up, put them on a slider bun with a piece of provolone cheese. Add your beef and your onions, a little more barbecue sauce, top it with cheddar cheese, and then pop it in the oven for just a few minutes to let that cheese melt.
Son, that sounds like some good groceries.
It was very good.
Bouncing ball off the glove of Pittman. It goes over to second base, and the call is safe over at first. It was a good play there by Hulsey to grab that ground ball, but that little bit of a ricochet off the glove of Pittman might have slowed it down just enough to get Porter aboard over at first base. A good throw, but bang, bang play as the runner beats it out.
They will put a courtesy runner in for the catcher, Porter. It will be number 11 for
Now
Cartersville.
running at first, number 11, Sam Evans.
And that'll be Sam Evans. And now this is going to bring up Brock, the right fielder, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Also tried a different flavor barbecue sauce with this recipe.
First pitch to Brock, a called strike, that slow pitch catching the inside corner.
I am a die-hard Kinder's sauce and seasoning fan now, and I saw at Kroger a couple of weeks back a cherry brown sugar barbecue sauce, and I will say it was a really good combo with the cherry wood chips on that beef.
I'll bet. Pitch is high, throw goes down to second base as the runner easily swipes the bag. The ball actually bounced in front of the bag, went to the outfield, but it was covered, backed up there. And the runner, the pinch runner, has the bag swiped.
10 out of 10 would recommend. It was good stuff.
Hey, call me next time.
I absolutely will. Crab, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the pitch on the way from Pittman, a swing and a miss.
Excuse me, it's not Crab, it's Brock.
Brock missed every bit of that softball as it went by her.
Now she's behind in the count, 1-2. The recipe that I saw said to use slider buns. I went with King's Hawaiian regular buns.
1-2 pitch, swung and a ground ball toward third and foul.
Which are somewhere in between a slider bun and a full-on hamburger bun.
Can't go wrong with King's Hawaiian.
Oh, I agree. And the size
Seriously.
the size really, I think, was the key.
I could eat King's Hawaiian bread by itself.
Absolutely.
I mean, come on.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Brock, the right fielder.
Aubrey deals. Sharply to shortstop, a chance for Haney. A good play there. Out number 2 as she throws over to Waits, and the runner moves to third base for out number 2.
I tell you, the more and more reps we can get like that from our middle infielders is just going to continue to add to their confidence and settle the nerves of making mistakes in that infield and able to, prove to them that they're here on the team and starting for a reason. You just got to do your job and do what you know you can do. We'll go back to the top of the order now. Tummins is out of the game, and there's a new left fielder, number 5, and she has a run scored on the day.
First pitch to her is a called strike 1. I got Crab on the game changer, but that is incorrect. She is not batting for herself.
That is correct. You are right on that one, sir.
That ball is driven foul down the left side. It's quickly 0-2. Now they got it fixed.
It has turned out to be a rather pleasant evening here in Northwest Georgia. Around 85 degrees right now, but inside this press box,
about 69 degrees.
It's nice and cool.
Yeah. 0-2 pitch. Little soft ground ball to third base. A chance for Shaylee Pittman. Throws on to first. And they got it for out number 3. So, for the first time in the ball game, it's been a clean inning here in the 5th. We head down to the top of the 6th inning. It's Cartersville 6, Cedartown nothing. Back after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
High school lady.
Shop local and save big at Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown. High-quality hand-cut meats and produce and low-price national brand name dry groceries and lots more. And while you're there, stop and get something fresh and delicious from the deli. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10%, 430 South College Street in Cedartown across from the post office. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. That's Penny Pinchers. Cost plus 10% on South College Street in Cedartown.
This is Andy Harris, president of Coosa Valley Credit Union, inviting you to come see us for your auto loan needs. If you're buying a car or refinancing your current auto loan, at Coosa Valley Credit Union, you'll get one of the lowest interest rates in the market. Now, auto loan rates are as low as 3.99 APR when you open an account with a direct deposit. Coosa Valley Credit Union is local and nearby in Northwest Georgia. Plus, you'll always speak to a real person when dealing with us. That's what we call kinder banking.
Contact 706-235-8551 for more details. Equal opportunity lender.
Lady Dawgs Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
6-0 lead for the Lady Canes over the Lady Bulldogs as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Gracie Andrews, who has the only hit of the day, will bat for the second time. And the first pitch to her, it misses low and in. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. It'll be Andrews, Pittman, and Hulsey due up. 9-1-2. And the Lady Dogs lineup. Top of the 6th inning. They've only faced 2 over the minimum. The pitch. Little pop to the right side. It will land foul. That ball had some crazy spin on it. It landed on the line, bounced foul, then bounced back in fair territory, and then eventually back in foul ground. And it's going to be 1-1. In the bottom of the 2nd in Atlanta, it's a 3-2 lead for the Braves over the Dodgers. 1-1 pitch on the way to Andrews. Makes contact, fouls it back. It's 1-2. The Braves scoring all 3 of their runs in the first inning. Dodgers just have added a couple. 1-2 to Gracie Andrews. Crabb deals. Got her swinging for strike 3 for out number 1. Move that one by her on the rise. Shaylee Pittman will be the batter. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Lady Dogs will be back at home in the friendly confines on Thursday as we host the Woodland Lady Wildcats. We'll have that for you at 5:30 here on the BAA and the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network. Shaylee Pittman takes outside. 1 ball and no strikes. An absolutely pleasant evening here at Derringer Park in Cartersville. 1-0 pitch. Called strike over the outside corner and a little above the belt there. 1-1 now to Shaylee Pittman, who started the game in the circle, is now playing the hot corner. Crabb, 73 pitches. Swung and fouled back. It's 1-2. Make that 74 pitches. And 49 strikes. Pretty good balls to strike ratio for the Cartersville hurler. 1-2 pitch on the way. Pittman stays alive and fouls it back. First of 3 games this week. The Lady Bulldogs, as we mentioned, will play at home against Woodland. Then we host Rockmart on Saturday at noon. Varsity action. 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third base. A chance over there for Williams. They'll throw across the diamond in time to Crenshaw. And that'll be out number 2. Good job for Shaylee to make some contact there. But unfortunately hit it right to the bag at third. That'll bring up Briley Hulsey. She is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Here's the pitch. Off the end of the bat and foul to the right side. It's going to land just inside the spectators area down the first base side, but next to the first base dugout. 0-1 the count now to Hulsey. Crabb deals an 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Crabb looking to end the inning right here. And the pitch. And she will do that. Swing and a miss on the rise ball. And that is out number 3. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It is 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Bulldogs here in the top. Bottom half on the way. 6-0 lead for the Lady Canes. Back after this 60-second break on the Big AA.
Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated good neighbor pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's, and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated good neighbor pharmacy.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Lady Dogs Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
Nothing doing for the Lady Dogs in the top of the 6th inning. We'll go to the home half. Cartersville still with a 6-0 lead as Banks will lead things off. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 due up for Cartersville.
Aubrey Pittman deals, and that's a line drive hit foul down the left side, 0-1.
Banks is 1 for 3 with an RBI, also a strikeout. For a while, Banks had their only RBI.
Yeah. Cartersville scored a run in the first, 2 runs in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, none in the previous inning.
Cartersville 6 runs on 5 hits. They have played error-free baseball, or softball, I should say, excuse me.
Here's the pitch. Grounded toward third. That is a foul ball, just barely foul.
Cedartown, no runs, just 1 hit and 8 errors.
The Crickets are out.
Yes, they are.
Sun is set. Lights are on here at the ballpark.
It is really a nice night out.
0-2 pitch to Banks. Taken downstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Long look in by Aubrey in the pitch. Line down the left field line. That is going to be a fair ball, and it's going to go into the corner. Rounding first is Banks. She'll be at second base standing with a leadoff double here in the 6th inning.
Shaylee Pittman would go 4 innings, giving up 5 hits, 6 runs, only 2 of them earned, 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. And through an inning of work, Aubrey Pittman had not given up a hit yet, but there's her first.
Zoe Shiflett will hit a fly ball to right center field. It'll be a play for Gracie Andrews. She will make the catch. Runner will tag, go to third. Throw to third will be wide of the bag. And Banks will be at third base with 1 out.
I tell you, Banks is a heck of a ball player as well. A lot of speed. Defensively, she's sound, and she can hit the ball. It was a good distance throw from Andrews, just not on line.
There's a bouncing ball to third base. Chance for Shaylee Pittman. Throws to first, pulled her off the bag.
Well, she had to double clutch. She didn't get a good grip on the softball, and then when she did and tried to make the throw, she just rushed it. Pulled weights well off the bag, away from her.
Now batting number
but Williams
4,
is not
Kennedy
able to advance
Crenshaw.
past first. So this will bring up Kennedy Crenshaw. Crенshaw's 1 for 3 with a run scored and a strikeout.
That also scored Banks as well. It's a 7-0 lead, and the winning run aboard for Cartersville with nobody out with 1 out rather at first base. That one bounced up there, 1 ball, no strikes. So Williams, the winning run over at first. 7-0 lead for Cartersville here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. The 1-0. Fly ball to center field. Going back on it is Westmoreland. She will back up and make the catch. Runner will tag and go to second base, and she's going to get caught in a rundown. And the tag applied there by Brawley Holsey. It's a double play. And that will send us to the 7th inning. Last chance for the Lady Bulldogs, a 7-0 lead for Cartersville. We'll be back after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dawgs!
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Lady Dog Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
Cartersville strikes for one in the bottom of the sixth inning. It is a 7-0 game, and the last chance for the Lady Dogs as we head to the top of the seventh inning. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Lady Dogs. Mary Grace Haney will lead things off as Crabb will try to go for the complete game shutout. Haney is 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
First pitch is lined toward third, off her glove, though she'll recover and throw to first, and they get her. Great play.
What a stretch over at first base.
Outstanding play. Of the 18, now 19 batters that she's faced, she's struck out 12 of them. She's got a dozen strikeouts.
Now
just a dominating performance in the circle.
Chloe 0 for 2 with a strikeout. The left fielder will bat with nobody on and 1 out.
This is one of the most dominant pitching performances I think we've probably seen in a long time.
Pitch is fouled back off the netting, 0-1.
I would say this is right on par with Allatuna's former pitcher, Aubrey Morris, that was just so deadly in that center circle.
Crabb the 0-1. Fouled back. 0-2.
Cedartown still looking for their first region win of the season, in jeopardy of falling here to the Canes 2 times.
Swing and a miss.
They're down to their final out. Things are not looking good in the region win category.
Well, this is the absolute definite toughest
now batting number 16,
game you're facing so far
Westmoreland.
this season, and the Lady Canes. It's up to Mariah Westmoreland if the game will continue past this at bat. That one taken low and away, 2 or 1 ball and no strikes. Mariah is 0 for 1 with a walk.
Cedartown will have another crack at it on Thursday as they will play host to Woodland.
And then on Saturday is that Saturday or the next Saturday?
This Saturday.
This Saturday we host Rockmart. Low and away for ball 2, 2-0 the count down to Westmoreland. You will not be at that one.
I will not.
You have another responsibility that afternoon.
I'll be at historic Barron Stadium. Shorter Hawks are in action.
Here's the 2-0. Line toward the left side. It'll be foul. It's 2-1. Now, Sam is the new PA voice of the Shorter Hawks. Opening game is against... Sam doesn't know.
You know, that's a really good question.
That's a good question.
I promise I looked at the schedule, but off the top of my head, I just don't have it.
Here's the 2-1. I put him on the spot there. Called strike 2, and Cedartown down to their final strike. He's feverishly looking it up. Two balls and 2 strikes. Crabb deals. And it just missed outside for a full count.
We'll go with Andrew College.
You should have remembered that one with me right here.
I know. 3 straight home games for the Hawks. Andrew College, Benedict College, and UNC Pembroke.
Full count now to Mariah Westmoreland, and the 3-2 pitch. That's a base hit to left center field. That ball is going to be cut off by the left fielder, and it's going to be a 2-out single to keep the inning going.
1 p.m. kickoff on Saturday. Also, this Saturday, real college football. I mean, shorter, obviously, but then also you've got the week 0 kickoff game in Dublin, Ireland.
When you say that, you mean FCS football, or FBS football.
Well, and then
that's high and away ball 1.
You do have the week 0 game, so you got North Carolina and TCU in Dublin.
Jack State playing.
Jack
this
State.
weekend.
They got to go all the way to Fargo, North Dakota.
That's an intriguing matchup. 1-0 pitch is inside ball 2. It's a rematch of the 2016 national championship game
that you went to.
I
in
did.
Frisco,
and
Texas.
Froze to death in Frisco. That's the coldest I've ever watched a football game.
Freezing in Frisco. 2 balls, no strikes to count on Waits.
Here's the 2-0. Called strike, inside corner, 2-1.
That is the second time that she has run that pitch in on Waits and gotten the benefit of the strike.
Those Fargo folks are used to the cold. Us Southern folks, not so much. But that stadium was about 90% yellow and green. Called strike 2, and it's down at our final strike once again as Emmeline Waits will try to keep it going. She's 0 for 2 with 1 strikeout.
Then, of course, a week after that, it'll be week 1 of college football.
2-2 pitch. Got a swinging strike 3, and the ball game is over. Cedartown falls 7-0 to the Lady Canes of Cartersville. We'll come back after 60 seconds to wrap this one up on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Lady Dawgs Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
Final score from Cartersville. Cedartown falls 7-0 to the Hurricanes. Final lines. Cartersville 7 runs on 6 hits and no errors. Cedartown no runs, 2 hits, 9 errors. Shaylee Pittman would go 4 innings, giving up 5 hits, 6 runs, only 2 of them earned on 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. Aubrey Pittman would go 2 innings, giving up just 1 hit and 1 run. Cedartown Lady Dogs now fall to 3-5 overall and still have not been able to secure a region win, but they will get a chance once again later this week on Thursday as they will play host to the Woodland Wildcats at Cedartown High School. First pitch scheduled for 5:30 p.m. on Thursday. Be sure to join us here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. Andrew Carter will be on the call. 106.1 FM, AM 1340, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and the NFHS Network. For my good friend and broadcast partner, Andrew Carter, for our board operator, Joseph Bailey, back at the station, keeping us live and on the air. I'm Sam Branch saying, as always, folks, until next time, good night, God bless, and go Dogs.
W291 TS Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WGAA. The Big